Today's the day! We're gonna go treasure hunting. We are ready. We got all the food that we're gonna need. We have Grandma here, and they are here to watch Ellie, Corbin, Charlie, and Max. And we are bringing James with us, and we're gonna pick up Ryan and Shinaway, and we are gonna go treasure hunting, and it's so exciting!
Our adventure comes. When adventure comes, yeah, when adventure comes.
The other thing that is really exciting is that Brian and Michael have both been studying a lot about like where we think that it might lead us to and what clues or whatever. They've both been doing their research, and we all feel pretty confident in where we feel like we're going today, which is much different than the other day. The other day it was like, dang it, I pretty much know we're not in the right spot, but we're just here anyway, you know. It's like, well, we might as well go for a hike and see, you know. But it was kind of like, this just doesn't feel right, you know, like this isn't the right spot. Anyways, today it's feeling a lot more like this could be it. Like this could be the real place that it's at. And it's so exciting because we've got James with us, and we're gonna have Ryan and Shinaway with us, and it's just gonna be a party, and we brought food, and I just overall feel a lot more prepared. Have you guys ever seen Ryan and Shinaway's apartment? And Jared. Jared lives there too. But I think you guys need to come and see. Oh!
All right.
Hi guys! Oh, you're matching!
So ready to show you what I found out. So, we've already read this, I'm sure. Begin your search where hikers rest, majestic slopes, all facing west.
Yep.
Through the tunnel of emerald green, follow the river, creek, or spring. When the blackbird clicks, turn to port. If you reach the end, you've come up short. So, you've already read all through this. Now, this is what I want to talk about. This is a big part right here.
Frozen veggies.
Okay, that's okay.
Sorry.
And he's stepping down his pants. Just kidding.
So, you have this clue.
He's got a hurt back.
Oh, you have this clue, right?
Yeah.
You have this, it's within this area, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The treasure and everything. And now, I wanted to point out also, this treasure, do you see the leaves and the rocks and the colors like that?
Yeah.
Now watch this. If you look up here, it says, when the blackbird clicks. Blackbird is, blackbirds don't click, but in aeronautical terms, there's a blackbird is a type of airplane.
Yep.
Well, it's a type of stealth plane.
And in aviation, they use the term clicks to represent distance or kilometer.
Which is 1 kilometer, roughly a mile. Now look at this. If we go right here, there's only one blackbird in Utah. It's at Hill Aerospace Museum.
Okay.
So, right there, that's 1 kilometer. When the blackbird clicks, turn to port. Turn left. You're coming from the north, right? Turn to port. And now let's read that thing again, because it's important, right? If you've reached the end, you've come up short. So, if you're following this right here, if you follow it to the end, you've come up short. In other words, you've missed it, gone too far. But there's only one place in this whole road that turns north. Now, and this is why it's important. It says, if you reach the end, you've come up short. Begin to climb where your path swings north. So, if we go to here and follow this, right? You follow that. There's only one area where it starts heading north, and it's Taggart's Grill.
Which is also a place where hikers rest.
Exactly, at a place to eat. Now look at this. If we look up Taggart's Grill, let's see outside. Outside of Taggart's Grill It's the exact same type of rocks and the exact same type of trees that they filmed in when they were saying, hey, let's film this. And look at this. Right before you get to it, there is a tunnel. And look at this. So guess where it is within this boundary?
Where?
That would be right there.
Okay. Well, then I think we have a good shot.
So it says, begin to climb where your path swings north. Picking your way back and forth, soon you'll find you're not alone. Greet the bear made out of stone. And that could be a bear statue over there, or that could be an actual just face that looks like a bear.
Yeah.
Or it could be a hiking trail.
There's a hiking trail in that exact area called the Bear Trail. It's just spelled B-A-I-R instead of B-E-A-R.
That's the crazy part, because I feel like there's enough things that are adding up to make it seem like this could be it.
And this is also cool. Look at this. It says, soon you'll find you're not alone. Greet the bear made out of stone. A stone bear hiking trail. That worked. Along the bottom of the cliffs is key. And there's tons of cliffs right where I was showing you that. The chest awaits beneath the tree. Also, with treasure in hand, enjoy the views, sun-kissed reds and salty blues. This right here overlooks the Great Salt Lake.
In no other situation would salty be considered blue except for a lake.
Great Salt Lake.
The Great Salt Lake.
Yep.
In addition to that, if we look back at this, it says majestic slopes all facing west, and those are all westward facing.
Okay.
So a lot of the slopes in the Wasatch Front are kind of facing southwest or northwest. They're not facing perfectly west, except for those slopes are.
Yeah.
So I think we're.
So does that make a lot of sense?
Yes, I think that we have a chance, a legitimate, real chance of finding it, and I think we need to get going.
Begin your search where hikers rest, but it doesn't say begin to climb until the path swings north. Then it says begin to climb.
Yes.
So up until that point, it could just be getting to the place where the hikers rest.
Right.
And the next few lines are leading us to where the hikers rest.
Yes.
Where we then begin to climb, heading north.
Which I think is Taggart's Grill.
Okay.
Because that's where people would rest if they were going on a hike.
Yes. Those restaurants that are like tucked away in the canyon are usually full of hikers.
Oh yes.
So
resting.
I think that's the perfect.
Afterwards or beginning.
If we get the treasure, we should go to Taggart's Grill.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And I think
celebratory hikers
at
rest.
first I was totally looking for bear clues until
Everyone is.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think everybody's like, oh, okay, how can I narrow this down the most? And I think everybody's focusing so much on the bear stuff that I was reading their comments and they were saying, yeah, we have no idea what the blackbird thing means, but bear, you know, everybody's talking about bear, bear, bear. And I'm like, well, blackbird, that seems like, to me it does not seem like it would mean actual blackbird.
But the thing is, blackbird, this is why it's so unique to me, because blackbird, there's only one in Utah. It's a very rare stealth airplane that's not used anymore.
Yeah.
And it's at the Hill Air Force Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that might be fun to go to that too while we're up there.
Yeah. But I
To
was wondering
show
if
what we're talking
I
about.
was wondering if we should go hiking first. Because if
Yeah.
somebody else has the same idea, they'll not go to they'll go straight
They're
to
not
the-
going to go to the museum to find
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Good idea.
Okay, so I did not get a notification of the email, but they're sending out an email the day early to everybody that shares their posts on Instagram and tags them, which I did.
Yeah.
And I've been eagerly awaiting this email all day, and I never got the notification. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna look in my email folders and see if maybe it went to spam or something.
Yeah.
And I found it.
So it came.
And it came
the
an
next
hour
clue.
ago. 1 hour ago.
Woo! It's the next clue.
You're gonna like
I
this,
hope
Ryan.
that
Okay.
it brings us in the right direction.
Clue number 1. The chest is not hidden at a ski resort.
Aha.
Ryan
I originally
messaged me
thought that.
yesterday and he was like, it's here at the ski resort. He was so excited. Clue number 2. The chest is not buried 6 feet under. We have received a lot of questions from people about how deep they need to dig. If you have found the right spot, you should be able to use your hands to scrape away the dirt.
Oh, good.
But we would recommend bringing maybe a garden trowel or foldable shovel.
Oh, no, you brought a shovel?
I knew
James
it.
called it.
I knew it.
Becca's like, we need a shovel. And James is like, Shinaway's got a really cool shovel. We're not looking for an exposed treasure chest above ground.
Yeah.
That's good to know. path has swung north. If you look at this thing, it's showing north.
Destination is on the left.
Hey, look at there's a
You see a hiker?
Other people searching.
back and forth.
This is where the path swings
Switchbacks?
north. So I think it's going to be somewhere in this area, up this canyon here.
Oh, what if we went in and said, "Hey hikers, where'd you hike?" Like that. There's
Or
like
maybe
a
asking
cave
about
I like
there.
the way you think.
Hello, we're here to eat food and ask, have you seen a bear statue?
Those are the same
lately?"
rocks that they had in the videos.
Dun, dun, dun.
Blackbird.
It's the color of the bird. It is black.
It's a blackbird. Ah! The rain! The rain is literally coming in a wave! That was so weird! I've never seen that before!
We were looking up at the mountainside,
We're like,
and all of a
wow.
sudden,
We were like,
well,
what?
I had an inspiration. What if a blackbird clicking is a bat using echolocation?
Echolocation.
Because when they fly, they make clicking sounds.
This rain is so bad though.
So, we were looking up at the cliff right off the trail here, and we were like, I bet there's bats in that cliff. And all of a sudden, I see this rain falling in front of, between us and the cliff face.
yeah.
And I'm like, the rain is coming.
It was legit like
Get
we
in
were
the car.
standing. It's like in the movies. It was like in the movies where you're standing there and it's perfectly dry, and then
It's kinda
suddenly you see like a wave, a wall of rain coming towards you. That's exactly what just happened. Yeah. It's right there.
Oh man, it's coming down.
We're going on a trip in a favorite rocket. Oh, Ryan got out his poncho and he looks like an alien.
So prepared. What a good man.
Hi!
You're so prepared.
Thank you!
Ryan, I had a bit of inspiration. I want to know what you think.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
This might blow your mind a little bit.
But it also might throw us off into a completely different direction.
Yes!
Yeah.
Did I tell you?
Yes!
Ah,
Still your thunder.
That's my thunder. I figured that. So up on the mountain there's a cave.
I saw that.
And I was like, what if there's bats in the cave? And bats are flying. They're not birds, but they fly and they're black.
Blackbird.
And they click to use echolocation so that they
yes. Okay, this is so exciting.
Let's go,
There's
treasure
switchbacks
hunt. Let's go,
going all the way up
treasure
to that thing, and to me it looks like a head and legs and a bear.
How in the world am I supposed to film it?
Let's go treasure hunt.
I'll come. If
go
we come, if we
treasure
find a
hunt.
treasure, we'll come bring it back.
Okay, yeah, come tell me. Oh, Michael, his back hurts so bad and he's just still walking. He's looking at that mountain like, how am I supposed to climb that mountain when I can barely walk? Oh. Did you find it yet? Didn't it, didn't it, didn't it, did it, did it.
So switching back, going up here, there has been footprints on this recently.
Very slick.
It is very slick, but I think to me it looks like a bear made out of stone up here. We're keeping on going, we're just taking it slow and safe.
Really? Wow. Michael's still contemplating life in his little old lady bandana on his head and half trash bag that's also covering the camera. I think his back hurts enough that looking at climbing that mountain in the rain and having so much back pain, I just don't think that he's super excited about.
I can see him right there is Ryan's poncho.
So gnawing and dudes are in the cave right now.
They're in the cave.
Looking around, near some trees near the base.
Okay. So I decided to come up anyway. But I have the camera half tucked underneath a garbage bag so that it doesn't get all wet from the rain. I'm not being a very good filmer right now. There's definitely some switchbacks, but I don't know, I'm wondering if we're in the right place. Gotta keep going. I made it into the cave. Whew. Whew. The only thing about this is that I think it's more dangerous or like steep than they would have hidden it in, and this is not the right view. I'm not seeing salty blue, you know what I mean? So I think it's this Great Salt Lake, so I think we're not facing the right direction while we're up here. I don't think it's right.
Okay.
We should probably go back down. What do you think?
Well, there's so many areas it could be, but
Said there's so many areas it could be, but at the same time.
I don't know.
See, I think that it wouldn't be this dangerous. I don't think so. And it's not the right view. Salty blue?
Yeah,
I think we should head back. You win some and mostly you lose some. Sometimes you win some. Well, I would call this hike somewhat treacherous. We did not die, but it was, we slid a whole bunch down the mountain. Speaking of,
Your knee alright?
yeah, it's all right. I'm just glad I have somewhere to clean up.
Well,
least then I got
you guys are all muddy and wet and
What
dirty.
an adventure!
Do you
That
feel?
wasn't very fun.
Ryan's really dirty too.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Ryan?
Wet. But I had a better thing done than most of them.
Do you feel defeated after going?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, what's so interesting about treasure hunting like this is your mind makes up, that's what they meant, that's what they meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I was up there looking down over the road and I saw a little bit of a creek and I was like, sun-kissed reds! And I looked at all the work cones and I was like, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
Salty
I think that's
blues.
more than a
Salty
stretch.
blues. Salt on the roadways during the winter time.
Dang it.
You know what I mean?
Start it back at the drawing board.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This is frustrating. So it's
Yeah.
frustrating to not win $10,000.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for today, guys.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go back to the beginning and see if we can reinterpret the clue another way and find another way to keep looking, I guess.
We'll find it eventually, or somebody else will.
Yeah.
It's gonna be us.
Hopefully, we will.
When we were kids, just hanging at the playground, when all we hear is, hey, turn your music